Hey guys, so in true fashion, I am still in Christmas mode. It's like the middle, almost end of January, and I'll probably take my Christmas stuff down, I don't know, maybe by the end of this month. I'm just not ready yet. That sounds like a big problem. It sounds like a big personal problem, but it's really, I don't know. I just like the lights, and especially during the January months, it's always really dark and rainy here, it feels like. So the lights just really give like the ambiance. Even though my Christmas tree, like I'm starting to feel, like you know how during Christmas you look at your Christmas tree differently, and then Christmas goes by and then you're kind of feeling it for New Year's, and then New Year's Day you're just kind of like, you know, there's no gifts under it, so it kind of loses its specialness, I guess is the word. All right, I'm not gonna ramble, can't even say it. Ashley in Wonderland, if you have not checked out her channel, go check it out. She does wax hauls and reviews and all that jazz. We were talking and we decided that we were going to do a Super Tarts, like our favorite scents from Super Tarts. So it's kind of a collaboration, I guess you could say. We talk about Super Tarts, we text, we were talking on the phone the other day about just random stuff in general. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna try to do this video soon. So I think we're gonna try to have them up by the end of this week. Now I did bring out a list. I write down as I go through scents and I really like them. I have this like master list, you can call it. So I do have some things underneath Super Tarts that I didn't pull out of my stash to talk about, but I'll just like name them off real quick when the video is over. So the first scent we will talk about that is one of my favorites, and I have warmed. Most of these I have warmed that I'm going to talk about. I have a ton of Super Tarts that I have not warmed through. So this list is not like all inclusive. Obviously my nose is going to be different than yours. I mean, I've talked about scents before where I said, yeah, the cinnamon I feel like was like a 1 to 2. When I warm that, all I smell is Red Hots. So everybody's nose is different. These are just my personal ones and ones that you might want to check out. Now, one thing I do want to say too is I noticed that a lot of people have a lot of love for like Magically Delicious, Lucky Lemons, Luna. I think I see quite a bit. What's the other one? There's one other one I'm thinking of. Go to Sleep. Now I do kind of like Go to Sleep. It's not my favorite, but I do like it. There's a lot of those type of scents. You're not going to see those here because I tend to, like when people say, oh my God, I love Magically Delicious. I'm like, I don't really, like that's not my favorite. Okay, can I spit the words out of my mouth? So you're going to see things that might be a little bit different. Whatever, which I think is good. I think it's good to get different perspectives. So the first one here is obviously P.F. Chang's. I warmed this over December, and this one, not only was it strong, like it just kept going and going and going, but it is delicious. So it is it just smells so good. It says flaky pecan rugelach cookies dusted with, geez, I can barely read that. A hint of cinnamon, warm creamy challah bread, and a buttery brown sugar. Okay, so mostly I get the brown sugar. I smell like, I swear the bread is like a French baguette, but I'm not sure. It's just like a sweet bread scent. Oh, and it's really just one of those that you have to smell. And look at how pretty the inside is. I don't know, look at that sparkle. Love it. Happy Hanukkah. So P.F. Chang's, warmed it, loved it. It threw very well for me. Let's go ahead and just get this one out of the way. This is Voldemort. This is Omen and Cactus and Sea Salt. So I wanted to pull out an Omen blend because I really do like Omen, but I really like this one because of the Cactus and Sea Salt element. There's another one too that I want to talk about that I didn't pull out. It's the Punisher. It's the Omen and Tobacco Leaf. That one smells amazing. I have not warmed that one yet, but on cold it smells so good. It's like just that tobacco leaf. If you've never had a tobacco leaf scent before, they really are something different and special. So this one is just, you mostly get the Omen, I feel like, because I really smell that red apple. But I feel like when you warm it, that cactus and sea salt really comes out. I have multiples of this one. Most of these that I'm going to show you, I do have doubles of, maybe even triples. Oh, you know what? I didn't pull out. Oh, damn. Oh, maybe I forgot to pull out. Did I forget to pull out my Christmas ones? I'm missing some. I need, I'll be right back. Okay, I found them. I knew there was more. I was like, I know I picked out more than this because I'm not seeing all of my favorites on here. So let's see. Okay, this is no surprise if you've been watching me for a while. Fairy dust. This is one of my new favorite scents. Balsam, raspberry, and cake batter. This is just so delicious. It's like sweet, but then it's got that tree note, like that greenery note. And I don't pick up the raspberry, but I know people have said they can smell the raspberry. It's not a bad raspberry. I've smelled some of her raspberry things before and I've not been like too excited about it. Okay, let's get these ones out of the way because this is going to be obvious. Jaws. I feel like this is one of her best fresh type of scents. So this is sea salt, fresh air, seagrass, sliced plum, and sweet pear. This one is just, it's so different from any other fresh air scent that I have. I never could smell the sliced plum in here, but I am smelling the plum and the pear now. It's just kind of like a sweet sea salt, sweet fresh air. It's really, really good. So I did pull out a few of my favorite Jaws blends just to add to the thing because these are ones that I've repurchased and warmed. So Get Out of the Water is Strawberry Glaze, and Jaws and Amity Island is Rosemary Mint. Now the reason why I like this one, I was reading on one of the wax boards that a lot of people didn't like Brandy's strawberry. Like they said her strawberry smelled kind of weird or whatever, but I feel like her strawberry glaze is a bit different. Oh no, I'm sorry, she calls it strawberry jam. Strawberry jam. Her strawberry jam to me is good. I mean, and it really comes out in this Jaws scent. I love it. So this one I really do like. So Get Out of the Water is one that I recommend. Now the reason why I recommend Amity Island is because I feel like with some of the other Jaws blends, the Jaws really takes front and center stage. But with this one, the Rosemary Mint is probably, I feel like, the more dominant note. I mean, yeah, it like really comes out. And I just really like the combination of the two when you're warming it. It's just that Rosemary Mint just really takes center stage. And I really like this one. I've warmed this one too. Let's see, let's talk about Mr. Myers. I realized I didn't pull out many of her Fright Nights, but I do really like a lot of her Fright Night scents. So you won't see me mention some of the like favorites here, but I think I do have some written down that I really do like. I don't know why I'm so out of breath. Mr. Myers, so this is Fresh Fallen Leaves, Fireside, and Vanilla Bean Noel. Of course, she's got the knife cuts in there and some blood. This one to me, you really have to be in the mood for, because sometimes when I smell this, I'm like, I don't know if I want to warm this right now, but this one, when you get it on warm, it's just such a unique scent. It's creamy because of the Vanilla Bean Noel. The Fireside is definitely in there. It's just like it's a good fall scent, really. And it's kind of probably good for like a office, or if you have a fire going or something, this one would be complimentary. Texas Chainsaw, I'll just go ahead and go with some Fright Nights real quick while I'm here. This one is great. I love her French baguette, so anything with French baguette I'm probably gonna like. This is Caramel Dipped Apples, Warm Hot Maple Toddies, and I don't have my contacts in, so I can't see jack. But anyways, French baguette. That's what the inside looks like. This one I like because most people will put out a caramel apple type scent, you know, some sort of mixture, some sort of blend. But I think Brandy really like kind of changed it up a little bit by adding that French baguette. I noticed she does that with a lot of her scents. Like I think she's got a coffee and French baguette and a couple things with French baguette in them that you wouldn't expect. This one is just so good. You get that caramel apple and that French baguette like perfectly. Not really sure about the hot maple toddy. I have a potion pack in that, and I remember smelling it, and it was not at all like how I thought it would smell. So I don't know if I smell that in there, but that one's a great one. In fact, I think the next time I warm this, I'm gonna add a little bit of French baguette because I can never have too much French baguette. So, but that one is good. Okay, Cujo was one that was like Lauren and I had been talking about this one, and she was like, yeah, you have to warm that one. That's one of my favorites. So this is warm vanilla sugar, brown sugar figs, and blackberry jam. I always say this about fig scents, but I love fig scents. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I've never smelled just plain old fig by itself, so I don't know why I like them so much. My daughter smelled this one, and she said that she could smell the blackberry jam pretty strongly in here. On warm, it's a beautiful scent. It's more of like this feminine, sweet. I feel like the warm vanilla sugar really comes out on this one when you warm it. But my daughter was saying that she could really smell that blackberry. Now when I smell it, I smell like a floral blackberry. And I've heard people say that before, that they feel like Brandy's blackberry is more of like a floral blackberry. But I don't know. It's just a good scent altogether. I definitely recommend that one. Okay, do I have any other? No. So the other Fright Nights that I would recommend, well, never mind. I'll just read that list at the end. Screw it. This one, this one, I remember when I first got this one, like when she very first put this collection out a long time ago, maybe a year or two ago, maybe it was 2 years ago. White Walkers, I was not impressed. At that time, I was not into mint scents. I didn't want to have anything to do with mint scents, and now my scent profile has completely changed. So White Walkers is definitely a favorite now. Spearmint, peppermint, fresh mint leaf, and vanilla bean noel. Something about none of the mints are overly dominant to me. It's a creamy mint smell. And it's weird because if you sit here and smell it, you can smell all three of the different mints. But none of them are so strong, hit you in the face, that you're gonna like say, oh my gosh, that's really strong on peppermint, or that's really strong on the spearmint or the fresh mint leaf. It's like all three of them are perfectly balanced in there. And then that vanilla bean noel just creams everything out and makes it a super creamy scent. It's not as strong as you would think it would be by reading the scent description. It's pretty mild, but you can definitely smell it when you're warming it. So that's a good one. Okay, this one is kind of this is like a wild card for me, because some people are gonna like this and some people are not. Like, it depends on the day, but most of the time I really like this one, and I'll tell you why. Suntan lotion and golden sand. So suntan lotion is not typically a scent that I'm like super in love with. And on cold, this smells a little bit, I don't know. When I smelled it on cold the first time, I was not impressed. Like, I wasn't offended by it. Look at the clamshell. Like, how pretty is that? Love that. So the first time I smelled it, I was like, that's really kind of strong on the suntan lotion. And I wasn't really familiar with golden sands. But something happens when you warm this. It just transforms it into this really unique scent. It's just so unique, I think. I've never seen this scent blend before, but when you get it warmed up, I just really like it. The suntan lotion to me is not bothersome, and suntan lotion is not something I would normally like gravitate towards. So Mr. Gold is definitely one you should try. From the Once Upon a Time collection too, I really like Snow, but that's not like my top favorite right now, just because I'm kind of out of apple scents for the moment, so I didn't pull that one out. Okay, this one is another one that I love, but you have to be careful with this one, Banner. So I went ahead and I went full tilt with this one and put 2 cubes. I think I put 1 cube in each, in 2 warmers in my kitchen. And this scent was so strong, I started to get sick like immediately as soon as it started going, because it's so sickly sweet and like kind of with that cornbread note too. It's not overly sweet. The cornbread kind of balances out, but I just was getting like a shot of sweet, and I was like, oh my gosh, I had to turn it off. And then so later I turned it back on, just 1 of the warmers, and you only need, in fact, I would maybe even next time even just do half of a cube, which is crazy. That's like, I've never done half of a cube of anything. So I would literally take 1 cube of this and cut it in half. It is so freaking strong. But it just smells. It's again with that bread and the sweet. I just love this one. It's like the Mac apple ice cream and brown sugar. And you can smell the ice cream. Like, you know how you get the chill of like ice cream? I love that. It's just so good. You get the buttery cornbread. It's just an amazing scent. I really like this one. But again, just be careful with this one because you can overdo it. This one for me was just, all of her scents are pretty strong. Like I have had some that were lighter, but for the most part, I get a pretty good strong throw from everything. So Governor is the next. Is Governor spelled right? I always look at this and think that Governor. I don't know. Maybe that is right. I don't know. I feel like, no, I don't know. Just don't ignore me. I don't know what I'm talking about. Iced lemonade and clean cotton. So this one appealed to me because I love clean cotton. I did not expect to like iced lemonade so much. I hate lemon scents right now, but lemonade is amazing. Just super amazing. This one is like a chilled lemonade. It's like, it's got the ice over it, in it and everything. It just smells so good. And when you're warming it, that clean cotton just kind of peeks out a little bit. It's mostly lemonade dominant, but the clean cotton is in there, but it's not going to be one that you're going to notice. It's just going to be like really subtle, but it's going to change the scent so much. Let's talk about another fizzy kind of drinky scent. This is Elf. And I can't ever read the thing, but it's candy canes, candy corn syrup topped with sweet bubbles. So this one to me is like a ginger ale, but like a sweet ginger ale. I love ginger ale scents as a whole. And the first time I had this, I didn't really think much of it. I was like, I don't really need that. But after warming it this Christmas, I just love that difference of like, since I love ginger ale scents, I love having a different type of ginger ale, like a sweet ginger ale. You can smell the candy cane in there. You can smell like the sweetness. It's just great. If you like ginger ale scents, I would definitely give this one a shot. This turned out longer than I thought it would be. Prancer, I feel like I need to talk about this one because the first time this one came around, I didn't really think much of it. In fact, I didn't order it, so I never smelled it until this year. But Angie kept telling me that this is one of her favorite scents. It was her go-to scent for like Christmas time. My daughter doesn't like this one. Again, it's pretty. This one is just like classic. It's just classic Christmas to me. Now I have a lot of other Christmas ones that I like too, but I was just kind of pulling the ones out that were surprises to me that, maybe you might look over. Like Die Hard. I think everybody's gonna like Die Hard. What were some of her other ones that she put out? I don't know, I can't think. Like Christmas Vacation is kind of like a classic. This one is just with the tinsel mixed in. It's just such a pretty scent. It's just like if you don't have a real Christmas tree, this would be perfect for Christmas. In fact, I warmed this. I have a couple of these and I warmed through a whole one over Christmas time. Okay, Miracle on 34th Street. This is one also that I feel like is really original and just something different and that I haven't smelled before. I love that one. Believe is what it says on the front. So this one is fresh fallen leaves and creamy pumpkin pie topped with toasted marshmallows. I don't know, can you guys see that? Oh, there we go. Now I can see you. This one again is another creamy one. It's kind of like Mr. Meyer's, but it's like a sweeter, creamier version of it without the fireside. I don't know why I always do that. I always compare Mr. Meyer's and Miracle on 34th Street as like similar, but they're really different. They're kind of the same, kind of different. This one is so creamy. You can smell like a light scent of the pumpkin pie. I just really like this one too. Okay, and the last one I'm gonna do is a potion pack. I love Brandy's French baguette. I plan on mixing this with a lot of things. I like a lot of actually her potion packs, but this one, like I think I have like 3 of these because I love it so much. It's just like the perfect buttery French bread type scent. There's really nothing to say about it except it's just good. I like it. So I will be mixing that with some stuff. I think coffee. I don't think I have the French baguette and coffee thing, so I will be doing that. So on my list, really quick, what I have on here, let's see, I did all that. I have Hocus Pocus written on here, which is a Fright Night scent. I have Stark. I was going to pull Stark out, but I already had kind of a fizzy scent with Elf, so I didn't want to do another one, but Stark is another really great one. I think it's like vanilla bean champagne with strawberries and something like that. I have, oh, Great Pumpkin is another good one. I enjoyed that one. Buffy, oh yes, I forgot about Buffy. Buffy's a great one. I have Mystique. Oh, Mystique is a good one too. That's pink sugar and shaving cream, I think. That one's a good one. And Dobby. I didn't pull out Dobby because Dobby's kind of a mixed bag for me. Like sometimes I like Dobby and sometimes I don't. But for the most part, I like Dobby. It's just, I feel like I want to mix it with like one little thing just to kind of change it up just a little bit. So I think that's all of my Super Tarts. I'm sure I have more, but Ashley and I said that we were going to do this video, so I just went ahead and picked out things that I have warmed through. Now there are definitely things that I have warmed through that I did not like, so I feel like I have kind of a good take on which ones I like and which ones I didn't. So I just pulled out ones that I had definitely warmed before and done reviews and liked and, you know, didn't have any troubles with or whatever. All of these warm pretty well. I feel like Jaws though, in general, like just the plain Jaws scent is probably more of like a medium to a high type of throw. It's not super strong like some of these others are. Some of these other ones like will go for days for me. Like, and when I say days, I don't mean like 24/7. I mean like 4 hours here, 5 hours here for a couple days, you know what I mean? So anyways, I will link Ashley's channel below and we will probably post about the same time, so you can go check hers out. I'm interested to see what she picks because we probably have different, I think we have different scent blend, scent preferences. So it'll be interesting to see if she picks any of the same ones that I do. I bet you she'll have a get out of the water. I bet you she will. Okay, thanks for watching guys, and I will talk to you later. Bye.